Hi, God bless Midnight Moon. How are you? I had a live today. It was so great. I talked to a lot of people while driving while going to the uh, garden garden shop or garden store with my wife. Hey, give us 6 likes. Welcome on to this live. Hey, Jonas King, how you doing? You were on the live in the afternoon. Let's see how many people will come on and have a chat this night before I round up for the night. You retracted a message, Jonas. What's up? What's going on? What time is it where you are, Jonas? Are you Eastern time or Central time or Pacific time, Mountain time? Oh, where are you? 3:18. Wow, that's like in oh my goodness, you didn't sleep all night. What part of the world are you in? What part of the world are you in? Jonas King. You don't know me, do you? Matthew Gayfellow, are you just visiting? Oh, you live in Norway. Okay. Thank you for joining and being part of my channel. I hope you're subscribed, right? No, I live in Canada. Matthew Gayfellow. I'm talking, Jean. I'm talking about. Did I pronounce your name well, Jean? Jean. I'm talking about how crypto is down, and then the main thing is Circle USDC is now minted on the XRP ledger as one of the native tokens. Unbelievable. Thank you, Jean. Thank you for subscribing. How long have you been subscribed? Gabe owners? Where in Canada? You're lost? What do you mean you're lost, Jean? Oh, thank you for subscribing. Why would you subscribe when you don't really know what I'm talking about? I talk about crypto. I talk about faith, the intersection. You're lost? The topic is about cryptocurrencies. My channel is mainly about cryptocurrencies. I talk about faith, intersect with faith, belief, God, all kinds of things like that, but mainly about cryptos. And I was just talking about how blockchain technology is taking over. I've been talking about that a lot. You can see all of my videos. I have 2 videos out today earlier on. I'll have one in the morning. But the point I'm making is this. Look, um, Circle is one of the biggest. I think they're like market cap is about 60 or 61 billion, maybe the third or fourth largest among uh, you know uh, stable coins, and they are they are now on the XRP ledger. And about 2 weeks ago, there was a rumor that Ripple offered to buy them, to buy Circle. So those of you who are on here who are talking, who are familiar with um, cryptocurrencies, you will understand what I'm saying. So, Gene, do you know anything about cryptocurrencies, or you're just yeah? Okay, no problem. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. Let's see if some of my regular people come on, and we'll have a good chat, and then I'll sign off for the night. Yes, buy my book, Gene. Just if you like reading, Gene, just download a copy of my book. It's an ebook, so you probably have to download it onto your phone if you or you download it onto your computer. Um, Yeah, and then you can invest in cryptos that can take care of yourself and generations to come. 67 is young in my book. Yes, yeah, war is in, so that may affect crypto prices. But remember, better sell and buy lower. Have you sold all yours? YA2S, have you sold yours? Did you sell everything? So what are the prices right now? What did you sell? Did you sell XRP? It's at $2.10 right now. Also, Bitcoin took a massive. Exactly. If you have cash, that's a good. You can dollar cost average, or you can sell it back. I don't believe that you should sell everything. I think it's not. Yeah, you could if you want, but in my book I talk about the 3 bag strategy or 4 bag strategy. It depends on you. Say you have 1,000 XRP, bag A will be like 200 XRP, bag B will be 200 XRP, bag C will be 300, and bag or you know, and then the last bag or 200, and then the last bag will be 400. So you call the last bag your forever bag. What is most profitable crypto method, Kevin? What are you talking about? What is OD? Kevin, what is OD? Oh, shorting. Okay. Are you shorting today? Kevin, are you shorting? You must have made a bunch of money if you're shorting. You must have made a bunch of money if you're shorting today. There's so many opportunities. Yes, Daniel. Daniel, do you have dry powder? I don't have any. Can you lend me some? Actually, yeah. Yesterday I could have sold some XRP, but I'm one of those guys that I don't really sell my XRP. But I could have sold my XRP and maybe some XLM too. You know, XLM actually did very well. We saw XLM at about 60 cents, right, in December. Man, you could have just sold like 25% of a bag of a big bag, and then maybe 20% of XRP bag. Yeah, too much manipulation with so-called smart money. But they get into trouble sometimes. The reason why they don't suffer so much is because they manipulate the rules, right? They can just go into a back room and make deals and then let the dumb money suffer. Yeah, Ripple has a business model, but you can't blame them because what they're doing is a future. Like people say, oh, they don't like their tokenomics and all that. What are they going to do? They're not the approach that they have taken. They pre-mined everything, and they created a way for them to fund their business model. Remember, they have to take all these trips to go and discuss with people who have not yet bought their technology. They have to keep the business going. They have to advertise. They have to pay legal fees. They have to do all these things. So it's a successful model for them. We as investors, what we need to do is ask ourselves, do I want to do this? It's the same thing with oil company. If you are a if you were in the Oloibiri project in the 1960s in Nigeria, 1950s, they were prospecting for oil. A lot of money was spent, but people invested in the hope that one day they'll find oil. The same thing with Zion Oil today. They have to find a way to fund the business. I think it's been they are not hiding it. They are honest about it. They say this is what we do. It's obvious. That's why we know that they're doing that. But the Bitcoin Marxists won't tell you that Bitcoin, for it to be relevant, you need a company like Spend the Bits. They've never said that. Mark Kaiser doesn't say that. Max Kaiser, all of the big Bitcoin guys, what's the other guy's name? Sailor, they don't tell you that. Yes, another problem with trading is the taxable of a cryptocurrency. Well, yeah, commodities. Remember, Ripple is a commodity. I mean, XRP is a commodity. That's been the consensus now based on what has happened. In and of itself, the legal ruling read by Judge Analisa Torres that XRP Ripple is not a security; it is a commodity, right? So I have a video coming out tomorrow morning where I'm proposing that the XRP Ripple is going to have a $20 trillion market cap soon. That is just my thinking. A $20 trillion market cap. Please, I want you to pay attention. Amir Abbas. Yes, I heard that about Israel attacking Iran. I don't know. We're going to see. Yes, Trident Digital. I heard about that. If you have more, you can put the link on there. Yes, some of them are vital. I don't know a lot. There's people that know more than me. But thank you for being here, Karis. I appreciate you so much. So look, the reality is this. Why would Circle be on the XRP ledger minting the USDC, which is, I think, the third or fourth largest stablecoin? You've got Tether at about how much is Tether now? 160 billion, I can't remember. Then you've got, in fact, RLUSD is now the 10th largest stablecoin at 300 and something million. That's crazy. What's that guy saying, Amir Abbas? We're not here to discuss Iran and Israel. Get out of here, please. You know. And so what is Circle doing on XRP Ledger? The reason why they're there is because they know what's coming. Remember, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Ripple buying Circle. They actually, as we had, the rumor was that they offered to buy Circle. Now we are hearing that Circle is minting USDC on. Maybe they've been in talks. Maybe there's been conversation. But the good news about this is this. I actually watched Ade recently and earlier today, and he was saying something which I agree with. The reason why they've done that is because it helps them. What we see there is that it shows us how decentralized the XRP ledger really is. You can go on there and just with your team of developers create a project. You can do that. You see what I mean? So Circle is the third or fourth largest stable coin in the world with 61 or 66 billion dollar market cap. So remember, what we are down here like, oh, look at what is happening. Bitcoin is better than this. Blah, 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 blah. Those people up there, they're not talking like we're talking. It's like politics. Democrats and Republicans are on the street fighting, but up there in Washington, they're dividing the money. It's crazy. So we have to be focused on watching the money, following the money, how it moves, and making our decisions based on how the money is moving. Would you agree with me? That's what I would do. Karis, yes, you have to follow keenly. So there is something going on, and that is why they are on the ledger. That's why they are on the ledger. Circle is on the ledger. Circle is on the ledger. Any thoughts with respect to why they're on there? Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Oh yeah, you just put the XRP treasury. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Let's look at the link that Daniel Smith put on there. I just went onto that link. It's crazy. Bite and soar. You think so? You think it's smart money or wicked money? They knew the technology was coming. They hid it for as long as they could. Somehow it spilled out, and people are now engaging. There's a lot of smaller companies, middle-sized companies that are also buying and investing. XRP has a private ledger, which is very clear. It has to be done that way because of public. You can't put everything out in the public domain. The Frostman, no, use a cold wallet or Zaman. You can, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would still go and use my cold wallet. That's not bad. Jonas King, I think that's a good one. How did you hear about WikiCat, Jonas King? Yes. Except for some like buy orders on maybe Kraken, on Coinbase, I don't know. I don't trust with buy orders at this point with what's been going on. But maybe Kraken, you have some buy orders on there. Oh, I see. Are you talking about the uphold? I don't know. Like, everybody will tell you that what they have is best, right? You make a decision. You look at everything and you decide, should I go with this or should I not, right? The Frostman. Frostman, where are you? Where are you joining us from? What part of the world are you in? With regulation, some exchanges will be hit hard. You know that if Circle is on the XRP ledger, there is something cooking. Ah, Circle, they know where things are going, and Circle, in my opinion, is blessed by the government. So, all right, all right, Daniel, thank you for working so hard for me. You're always here. You're regular. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't mean to be on here for long. I just cut the grass and I decided to see if I could get on here. Yeah, Kraken has stocks now. I know. So more liquidity. I like what you just said, Kevin, about more liquidity with stocks. That tells you the convergence of the markets, the convergence of the markets. Daniel, what do you think would happen with this Middle East issue with Iran and Israel and all that, the strike? How do you think it will affect the market? Me personally, I think that the explosion in crypto will still come out of all of the crisis that is going on. Certain negotiations will be made, certain things would happen. I am the Dikembe Mutombo. Who's that, Dikembe Mutombo? Anyway, you know what I'm saying. So, what I was asking a question. What do you see? What are your thoughts with people are now getting worried? Oh, there's a war now. We're gonna XRP is at $2.10. We're finished. Oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? Oh no 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 no. All that stuff. Hey Johnny Mata, how are you, my friend? Welcome everybody. Please like the video. There's like 8 likes. Like the video, like the video, like the video. I'm doing a lot of lives these days, right? A lot of lives. Since I went to Nigeria, I started hitting the lives. Sometimes I was not even recording a video. It'll cause oil prices to spike. Bank of Japan will raise rates. Global credit call. Woo! So how does that affect crypto? Does it kill crypto, or do we see a situation where crypto will spike? I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Hey, Real Matrix. God bless you. How you doing? Welcome on here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's getting cooler out here right now. I gotta go in a bit and make myself a nice cup of tea, and then go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed early. I was up at 4:30 already. Yeah. How about interest rates? Like, I just want somebody to kind of talk about how things are going to intersect with all of this going on. Like now there's a suspicion that Israel has just struck Iran. So how does that kind of play into all of this that we're all kind of looking up and expecting to see some major changes. Johnny Mata, did you join the live in the afternoon when I was in the car with my wife was driving and I was just able to do a live? Were you on there? It'll help crypto. Japan SBI will need ODL and stable coins are all part of the plan. Exactly. Actually, you know, the news of a strike. See, news moves the market. Oh, Israel has just struck Iran. Oh my goodness. 10%. 10% is off the market. 15% in some cases. Stock market is tumbling. Everything, oil price, what? And then you just see things begin to rise up again. Why? Because news moves the market. No, you didn't miss. No. I was just wondering because I think I saw you there. I was just wondering if you were on there. I think I saw you briefly, and then you kind of hightailed it out of there. So, yeah, it's not funny. Sorry, I'm laughing. War is the oldest money printing of all time, sadly, but it's true. Exactly. Big dreams, 100%. July 14th is the date for the United States, well, not government, the Federal Reserve. They call it the single day implementation. While November 25, I believe, is the day when Swift moves from MT to MX. And a lot of people have been saying, "No, XRP is going to take over Swift." I don't think so. I think they're just going to be integrated and they will collaborate, and slowly Ripple will kind of ease into Swift. Even Brad Garlinghouse said they will take about 14% of Swift's volume by 2030 or 2027. I don't know. So. So printing will cause there to be inflation. As there is inflation, it'll affect the prices of cryptos because everything will be inflated, right? You see what I'm saying? Because the more money you have in the system, the more it like, can somebody talk about how Daniel? You seem to be very knowledgeable about it. So how does interest rate come in? I almost said Bernanke. What's that guy's name? Bernanke was so popular back in the day. I think it was it Obama's time? Bernanke. Remember the 2008 crisis? Holy smokes. People thought it was over. The world is ending. Oh, Jesus is coming by tonight. Again, don't take that being wrong. I believe he can come at any time. But you're welcome, my friend. Big Dreams. We help each other. We are here to sharpen iron, man, to encourage you. Big Dreams, are you new to crypto? Did you download my book? Did you buy my book? If you are new to crypto on here and you are watching me right now, please, I beg of you, I wrote a book, the best book out there for newbies, people who are just coming into crypto. It can be read between 3 to 6 hours, depending on where you are, what you're doing. You can read from east to west coast on a plane. It will tell you where to begin, how to begin, what this is all about. To me is the best book for beginners, and it's not a big book. It's the ebook. So download it. I have been marketing the book on here. I've not gone full blast on YouTube to pay for advertising, but I have a video ready. I have everything ready to go. I just want to finish the audio, and then we can now see how that works out. So Big Dreams. If you are new to crypto, download that book. It's 18.99. It'll transform your life. Even if you've been buying for a while, it will really do good for you. And I want you to write me a review. Johnny Mata, can you write me a review for the book that you bought, please? Thank you very much. I believe you bought my book, or you didn't. If you didn't, that's fine. But if you did, please write me a review. Yeah, the book is $18.99. And I have one coming out at $7.99 for introduction price. It's coming out on July 1st. It's called Cryptocurrencies, the Future of Banking, Finance, and uh, what's it called? Transfer. It's here. Is it transfer I use? I don't even remember. I'm not looking at it right now. No. Johnny Mata, the second one, you didn't receive it, Johnny. It's not a physical book. It's a digital download. You download it onto your phone, onto your computer. Johnny, come on. I'm sorry you didn't get it. So when you bought it, you supplied your email. The book was sent to your email. You download it into your Android or your iOS iBooks. You can also download it onto your. So it's not a physical book. The second one comes out July 1. Yes, yes, yes. But it's not a physical book. It is a. No, when you say you are waiting for it, I thought you meant you are waiting for it in the mail, in the mailbox. All right. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Okay. All right. So I'm just looking for people who bought the first one to write a review so that I can update our reviews. Uh, the link, Big Dreams, the link is in my description. If you go to the description of my videos, any of my videos, or even this one, just go to the description. I think there should be a description in this one. With lives have description too. I don't have, let me see if I can copy the link and put it in this. Oh, this stupid thing is not allowing me to post the link. It's not allowing me to post the link. So just go into my description, you see it there. Johnny Matter, gold or girl? Big dreams. Yeah, I hope you're subscribed to the channel because there's a lot of good stuff coming up. Say girl is 300-400 now. Don't let the people who are looking for human traffickers say, "Hey, what are you guys doing on this channel?" God forbid. We're men of God. We love Jesus. That was so funny. Gold. None of that. Amen, brother. I know. Oh, thank you so much, Big Dreams. Yeah, that I've got a couple of videos. I even got a course for $37.99 for you to see how XRP gets to $60,000. I know people don't believe it. I told my wife in our lifetime we will see XRP at 60,000 because 99% of cryptos are going to go away. They're going to be completely wiped out. Yeah, when you try to type, have you actually tried speaking to your phone? And then that's one of the worst, eh? And sometimes it's even listening to you and Siri starts typing what you're saying. I'm like, man, did I ever invite you into a conversation? Get out of here. I had that problem a few times. You know what? I just switched off my Siri. I know, nosy like you wouldn't believe it. So when I got this new phone, this new iPhone, I didn't set it up. I said, you sit down there. But I still think they can hear me. I know our wives think we're crazy. You know what I tell you? I don't know if you're a Christian or a believer, Big Dreams, but if you are, pray for her to have. Even if you're not a Christian, pray. You can pray. God will answer your prayer because He's merciful. Pray and ask your wife to have a dream. Pray and ask that God will show it to her because I'm telling you what is coming. Oh, people have no idea. You know what the elite have planned is to completely decimate the middle class. You see what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, they think we're crazy. That's how we thought people in Bitcoin were crazy, and we missed out of it. We thought they were just like, oh, something that's not real. It's not money. It's not money. It's not money. In 2019, the Lord spoke to me very clearly and said, you gotta, something is coming. Something else is coming. You know. Oh yes. Oh yes. I agree with you. If you are new on here, please go into the description. You will enjoy the books that I have written, and there's free PDFs too. Write your vision. Write your vision, please. If you've not, I told my wife we're going to have a day of sitting down, a couple hours. We're going to review our vision. Where do we want to go? We're not just going to start buying things. Oh, you're going to see blessings. People who have never held 10,000 in their lives, like in their bank account, will see $500,000 sitting on their phones. We're flying to Calgary one night. It was 9:30 p.m. We took off from our city and we're flying. And I remember going to the washroom. It was around 10 p.m. 30 minutes in the air, and I went to the washroom. And as I'm walking back from the they call it lavatory, right, in the airplane, toilet, whatever. And I saw people on their phones, and on their laptops and on their reading devices. And I felt the Spirit say to me, the way you see everybody right here on their phones, that is how everybody's money will be on their phone. And I thought to myself, but the money is already on their phone. He says, no, this is faster payment. And I understood that and we're talking about real time money. And look at Zebek, what they're trying to do, paying people by the day, by the hour type of thing, you know. You need a couple mil. Of course, I'm just telling you, some people who have never seen, people who didn't even think they're worthy, but somehow, by the grace of God, they found themselves in this situation. They found themselves in this place, and they put a couple $100 in, and they'll find themselves. For some people, that's what will propel them to the next level. That will allow them to start a business, a tree cutting service, to buy equipment, to start something new. Some people's lives will just begin with the opportunities that will come as a result of the inflow of funds that will come from the appreciation of crypto prices. Yeah, I don't know even know why you are telling them, Johnny. I don't know why you are telling them. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. When people think you're crazy, act dumb, act stupid. And as soon as you get a big fat payout with RLUSD, don't buy a car. Don't buy a brand new car. Don't buy a brand new house. Just take it easy. Take it easy. Take a vacation. Do things that, like that, just take it easy. Think, pray, write down your goals. Don't let it control you. Control the asset. Actually ensure that you are allowing the asset to produce dividends for you. Think like a landlord. A landlord owns assets that provide dividends. Think like a poultry farmer who has birds that lay eggs, and it is the eggs that are sold to keep the farm going. You see what I'm saying? We're not delusional. We're onto something big, and it's about to hit the world. And everybody will be like, whoa, what happened here? Well, we're telling you guys, you just didn't listen. Nothing wrong with that. It's good to have, one of the brilliant things about rental property or even anything is apartment blocks. It is hoteling. When hoteliers make a lot of money. Why? Because you have one property, you develop it, you have several rooms in it, and guess what? Every night when people sleep in that room, you earn income. Very, very good. As long as your costs can stay low, you can be very profitable. That's why a lot of hotels don't even do restaurants anymore. In 2008, the housing market crashed. People were walking away from houses. People were buying condos hand over fist. After the first and second admonition, like the Bible says, Ooh, wisdom, wisdom. You gotta be wise. You gotta be wise, man. Thank you for all the people on here tonight. You guys are awesome. After today's live, I don't think I'll do a live for a couple days. I gotta rest my mind, take care of some spiritual things, and get ready for the next season. Gotta get ready for the fall. We're in June now. Yeah, Pripco is good. Pripco is good. The Middle East is gonna be very wealthy, right? They're gonna really, really, really explode because they've laid some foundations. They're not teaching their children to make their hair green or brown or whatever. They're not telling their girls that they can be men, nor telling their men that they can be girls. Like they're not doing that nonsense. They're not doing all that. Nations that are, teaching their young ones. Um, Thank you so much, Daniel. Yeah, if you have to go, God bless. I'll be gone soon. I've been here for 34 minutes. So if you can still hang on with me for a few more minutes, that would be good. They're ahead. They're ahead because they're not thinking of stupid things. I went to a store today, and there was a young man who was dressed like a girl, and he's working in the store. That's the way it is. He's wearing a skirt. He's very tall. He's very visible. It's a white young dude, and he's running around, and that's what people are fighting for. Um, Simeon, I don't know. I mean, like, what is it false flag, or is it true that Israel attacked Iran? I don't know. Crypto Shady Shiba, what's up? First time we've spoken. This is the perfect season to buy XRP. I'm loading up. Okay, Crypto Shady, are you like a new? Are you on my? Are you subscribed to my channel? And are you new to crypto? Are you new to crypto? So Simeon, I really don't know. What do you think, Simeon? Good to see you today, Simeon. Been a while. What do you think? If that's the same Simeon that I know. Kryptonite, I was up in your, I was like 20 minutes in your powerful teaching tonight. It was really awesome. Chirilla. What is Sibao? What's that? What's that? I don't know what that is. Crypto and I were up here. Did you hear of the attack on Iran from Israel? I know, Simeon. I knew you were the one because that's how you appear. And my spirit just told me it's your brother. I didn't miss the special announcement. Did I miss it? Kryptonite, if I miss the special announcement, I know where you live. I know where you live. I got the goods on you. I had to get out and do this live quickly on whatever. So, but I know I can always get back to you. So but what I heard was really amazing. The few minutes that I was on there, I actually typed a couple things. I don't know if you saw it. So wow. So Kryptonite, what do you think? Do you think that we're gonna see this will cause the crypto to dip? Somebody came on our live earlier on today. She says she's a seer, and she said she had seen XRP crash to 0 point whatever. I don't know. She said she didn't see the price, but it crashed, and it was good for a lot of believer folk. So I asked the question. I said, I don't have a problem with that. I can go to Kraken and make my buy orders. But I said, Kryptonite, are you ready for this? I'm copying you now. Are you ready for this? I said to her, are you like what about people who have been buying since 2017 by the instruction of the Lord? Because does the Lord not want them to prosper? Would he just want their investments to be completely wiped out? I don't get it. I just say it'll dip. I believe it'll dip. It'll be a buying opportunity. But come on now. Come on. So should we, and that's why I said, I believe that those who have their stuff in crypto, like in cold wallets, should just leave them in cold wallets and whatever happens. Mohsin Raza, I was telling somebody about you yesterday, my good friend from Pakistan. How are you? Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum wassalam. In crypto, I saw my first 300K in 2024. I haven't subbed yet. I haven't subbed, but I will now. I'm part of the new of the World Trans, so I've been around for a while, but good to finally speak. Thank you so much, Crypto Shady. Appreciate it. Uh, do you know Crypto Shady? Kryptonite? You know who he is? Yeah, so Kryptonite, let's hear from you what you got to say about it. I'm glad you're on here because we're learning, right? Yes, Moxin, crypto will dip. Some people have just sold their some of their XRP to buy the dip, right? And then they can multiply their. I say if you want to do that, I am not a great believer in selling your XRP, but if you want to do that, then have a bag that you call your trading bag, or you call it your swing trade bag, anything you want to call it. But I'm not a fan of having to. Oh, thank you, Kryptonite. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Buy the dip. Is this the final dip before the shakeout? So, Rich Dream Beats, buy low now. Here's what I'm going to say. I think we're going to see a surprise. I don't know why I see this. So, the dream I had a while back, I was telling Kryptonite on phone day before. Was it when we talked, sir? And I said, I really believe, based on the dream that I had and what I've heard other people say, I saw a graph like that, like an L-shaped graph, and underneath the graph was a price that was below, like, imagine below $2. It was so low, right? For XRP. Now I didn't see XRP on the screen, but in my spirit I knew that was XRP, and the chart went it went up, and my understanding was it was more than 100x. That's what was revealed to me. Now, I don't know. A lot of people are just like, when Brandon Biggs talked about it, when, Robin Cunningham talked about it, there's a lot of people who have talked about crypto going like haywire, like that. Rocket ship, real God candle. And I believe it. But I also believe that there could be a flash crash. And I believe also that is for the benefit of those who have not had time to accumulate to set those buy limit orders. But I don't think it's going to be like long. Flash crashes are like bam, like that, right? You think all of the people who own XRP want to lose their XRP? The fear of people are like, oh, if there's going to be a flash crash, should I just wait? You think you'll have a time? This thing is like going to be a blink. This is what I believe. Thank you, Daniel. That's an amazing comment. Traditional brokerages don't even offer crypto to the masses yet. Buy before institutions. It's been suppressed for so long. Johnny Mara, we're getting tired, but what are we going to do? We just got to wait. That crypto shady. He says, I was against. Oh, was it you that made a comment where you said, you were against it? Yeah, until my vision. And now I've been aggressively buying these dips. Tell us your vision, crypto shady. Please tell us your vision before we go tonight. I don't want to be on long here tonight. Tell us your vision. Tell us your vision. A major dip comes after a similar bull run candle. I could agree. Yeah. No, 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 no. You don't have to have you can't have a problem waiting. See, I live in this house. I bought it 16 years ago. My wife and I bought this house 16 years ago. Our kids were very young. They're all adults now. And I when I look at the prices when we bought it and the prices today, of course it's inflation. But can you imagine if we had been living in a rented apartment and we never thought of buying a house and you know watched it go up to what it is today? It's a hedge against inflation. And crypto is going to be one of the biggest hedges against inflation that you ever imagine, particularly the ISO 222 coins, because they're going to sit at I call them, there are going to be two types of stable coins. The stable coins that are a pair with the country fiat currency, like dollar to dollar, euro to euro, right? Lire to lire, digital to fiat. And then there will be a stable coin of stable coins, the coins that are meant to process value, either it's fiat value, tokenized value, real world assets, human traffic, because human traffic will be tokenized. What do you think they're doing with a direct acyclic graph constellation? Yeah, foot traffic, railroad traffic, trains like the London Underground, like the New York subway. All of those things are going to be tokenized. You see what I'm saying? Let's read this guy's. He's got a powerful story. Crypto he says, so I was at work and I heard the Lord say to me, buy XRP. So I did. And the Lord showed me 20K price point in gold. So when I threw everything at it, so then I threw everything at it after the Lord said it wasn't enough buy more. Satan's lawyer. Why is your name Satan's lawyer? You that's I don't like that name. I don't like that name. Why are you Satan's lawyer? Yeah, so I can say this to you, man. Your name makes me uncomfortable. It gives me the like But anyway, can you explain the diagram? Yeah, I was talking about so there are different kinds of like in this blockchain Web3 environment, we've got what you call the Hedera hash graph, which is a different kind of blockchain system. You've got the Ripple is different than how it operates, and then you've got the direct acyclic graph, of which one of the leading ones is the crypto called Constellation. So if you want to learn about it, the best way to do it, because I'm not a cryptographer, I'm not an expert, I'm just an enthusiast who has studied it and has an understanding of it. I can't really teach it confidently or competently. I don't have that's not my calling, but I can mention it, and I do have an understanding of how things go. My book, if you are new to crypto, download my book. It's in the description. It's $18.99. It'll give you a very good understanding. Okay, so yeah. Daniel, I think he was genuinely asking a question, but I don't like the name. Satan's lawyer. What does that mean? Ah, please. XDC shipping industry bills of sale. Exactly. Do you know how big the shipping industry is? Does anybody even have any idea what we're talking about here? But XDC is also involved in, are they not into some kind of a commodities trade too? I did a lot of study in the past, yes. But XDC would surprise a lot of people. Johnny Mara, I don't know where I can get money. I'm going to do a garage sale in my house. I'm going to do a garage sale and get some more money. The best place to put your money now, honestly, is crypto. You have $2,000. You can't buy a house with that. You can't buy a car with that and run Uber. but you can put 2,000 in XPR. It'll give you close to $1 million. It'll give you about $650,000. XPR. You can stake 50% of it for 4.2% APR. That would give you about 12,000 in a year. Added on top of that, imagine the price goes to 50 cents or $1, which can happen. Yes, tokenized gold. Actually, I did a video and talked about tokenized gold and all of that, and it'll be out tomorrow. I talked about how if you have a physical gold, you have to have a digital gold. Because if you are digitizing an economy and you have commodities, you have to have a digital. Even rice as a commodity has to be digitized. As a crop, as a cash crop. Palm oil has to be digitized. There has to be. So agricultural cryptos are coming to help to digitize the economy. They tokenize. Listen, the word token is an old word that is used to represent coinage. The Romans used it. The Greeks used it. Right? The Assyrians used it. Coins were how they traded at one point beyond barter. There was still some barter, but coins was currency, how you balance things up. So there was gold, silver, and bronze, right? Copper. But they were actually called tokens. That's the actual word for it. Because a token represents something. So it's nothing. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. You are saying something, Daniel. Don't hide it. I want to hear you. So even Tether right now, Tether, you can buy gold. Tether gold. There's Tether gold. Tether is already selling, tokenizing gold in the sense that it's not gold, but it's actually kind of bridging people who want to hold gold, with Tether or something of the sort. I've never done it, but it's there. You can research that. Thank you, Ranjish. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you too. So those are the things. I like to bring the common sense because a lot of this thing is moving so fast. The elite understand it. Kevin Lips likes to come on here. He's always talking, and he was saying that all of the crypto is going to be owned by the rich. And I tend to believe him, but I think that God is going to create a new class of rich too. Just like when the king of Syria was planning, God was revealing to Elisha all his plans. I'm telling you, everything will be tokenized. How do you digitize an economy? Okay, let me tell you why people don't even know this is coming. Everybody's looking at the banking sector. Bitcoin, the banks, BlackRock, banking, and non-banking financial institutions, right? Insurance. That's what do you know how big insurance is? Do you know how big universal banking is? There's some banks that insurance companies that own banks. They're all in the shadows. Do you know how big insurance is? Insurance is one of the biggest money. It's almost like, okay, so even here, there are at least 1 million people that drive cars. Okay, let me say, maybe close to 1 million people, right? Drive cars. Now, million vehicles. But maybe some people have two, they have a sports car, they have whatever. Do you know how much insurance you pay? I pay for my insurance like over $150 a month for my car. How many claims have I made? Imagine how much comes in every month. Sometimes the insurance company actually sends a rebate to their customers here because they have a surplus. Insurance is bigger than banks. You just hit it on the head. Now, imagine tokenizing the commercial paper for insurance. Tokenizing it. Imagine insurance companies will begin to lend money out in guaranteed funds because there will be an excess of liquidity. What the Lord showed me one night when I was in prayer. No, I was not in prayer. He woke me up and began to speak to me. One of the things he showed me, so there are two instances. One, I woke up and then I was writing an email, and he told me in the same manner that email paper does not run out and email ink does not run out, even so the world will discover a financial resource. It will be called digital money. Just the way I didn't know these things, I was like just doing my own business. And he said, just in the same way you've got digital paper, the same way you've got digital ink, the same way. He said to me, has your email paper ever run out? I said, no, no, Lord. He said, has your ink ever run out? Did you run to Staples to go and buy ink for you erase your ink easily? Have you ever bought an eraser to erase your email? No. That's how digital money is going to be. And so what did they do? They made XRP and some others pre-mined, just like God pre-mined the days. God made 7 days. You can't add another one. He made 24 hours and 7 days. No, 60 minutes in 1 hour. You can't make it 70 minutes to be 1 hour. It's not possible. It's not possible. And he's the only one who can suspend time, like he did in the days of Joshua, where the moon and the sun stood still. He's the only one. So you got to understand that what is happening, that's why he's revealing it to us. Because those who know, the astrologers of the world, the people who play with the dark arts, they've seen what is coming. Remember, when Jesus was born, the people of the East, they saw the star. They were astrologers. They saw it. But they knew that this is not an ordinary star. So deep in their heart, the Bible says eternity is set in our hearts. They were looking for something. How did Abraham find God? He found God because he was already looking for something. So they were looking for something. And when they saw the phenomenon, they said, no, there's a king has been born. We have to go and look. Friends, these people know that something is about to hit the world. And God is revealing it to his servant, the prophet, so that we can tell the church, so that the church can prepare, so that the poor among us can be taken care of. Because the wealthy of the world, they don't care about anybody. They care about themselves, their children, and their future generations. And they stash and stash and stash. They are planning how to even build interplanetary travel so they can pay expensive tickets, 250,000 a seat, to go to space. You cannot go. All the people around cannot. You stay on the earth. We've polluted the earth. We've destroyed the earth. The Bible calls them they that destroy the earth, while they go to outer space and live on a place. There's a movie called Elysium. If you watch that movie, you will see they are already telling you what they are planning. You go watch that movie Elysium. You see what I'm saying. But God has not allowed us to walk in darkness. He has revealed these things to us so that we can also prepare and have resources that we can use to take care of ourselves, our family, our churches, and our communities that look up to us. Because there will be a lot of people that will need help. That's it. So when back to the major reason why I came on live today was just to talk about the fact that when you see Circle on USDC on the Apple, XRP ledger, that tells you they all are working together towards a consensus. These people are not fighting. They know the new economic system that is coming. Look at the banks. There's Bank of America. There's JP Morgan. There's this one. There's that one. Everybody has their own little billions that they are playing with, or trillions that they are playing with. They all have their sandboxes. And that's how it's going to be with the crypto world too. We will have our sandboxes. We'll have our opportunities. We seize them. We take them now. If crypto goes down, stay in there. Jump in at the dip and buy the dip if you can. Your paycheck comes. This is not the time for you to say, "Oh, I want to buy that brand new TV." No, 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 no. You know what? That TV is $2,000. If I can put that into, I'd rather, instead of borrowing money to buy that TV on my credit card, I will put that $2,000 into a crypto that I know is going somewhere, and I'll hold the tokens because I know at some point everything is going to skyrocket. And I think we've come to a consensus tonight that we believe and agree that there will be more printing. The printing machines will be turned on. They like the war. They like fighting. Look at the Republicans who ran all the way to Ukraine. And it's like, oh, they're just pouring petrol on the fire. Then the ones also that they want just Iran. Oh, just bomb Iran. Just bomb. They have become, that is their religion. War is their religion. They love it. Daniel, I like what you said about the agriculture committee. Yeah, we cannot escape it. So I just want to round up with this. The tokenization, Banking is the bedrock of every economy, the way the world has been for many years, right? For many decades, for many hundreds of years. So they have to start there. That's why, having tested digitization with music, with entertainment, right? With video and all that, they're like, okay, this thing works. Having tested it with email, it works. Okay, let's use the same concept. That is why Netflix, wherever you are in the world, you can easily access your Netflix account. It's just like email. That's all it is. It's cloud computing. Put things in a cloud and call it a cloud. And anybody who has keywords, who has seed phrases, who has passwords. It all started with passwords. Passwords became keywords. Keywords, we're now talking about seed phrases. Wow. Generated by the system itself. That's an advancement. So you can go into the cloud. It doesn't matter what part of the world is. As soon as you, and it's, we're accessing God's creation. It's God that put all this thing that we're talking about, electromagnetic waves and all of that. He put it together. Look at wireless telephone technology. Now they've seen, oh, we can do all this. Now let's do it with money. Because that's the one that you must not fail at. If you fail it, we fail with money, you lose everything. The economy collapses. It will not be funny. We should also remember, with all this talk of things collapsing, oh, this and that, the elite don't want their Bitcoin to die. They don't want their Ethereum to die. They don't want XRP to die. They're holding bags of XRP. You think they want it to die? No. That's why they try to shake people out. That's why they try to give you all of the terrible news so that you can now get rid of your assets and give it to them, right? That's what they are doing. But as long as you hold on, you know what? You're going to have a day when you will smile and you'll be thankful that you never gave up. So that's why I'm here. If you guys don't see me for a few days, I just been cutting my grass and I think I did a good job. Tell me that I did a good job. Been doing a lot of cutting. So, and I thought, okay, I'm going to talk to my people before I shut it for the night. All right. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all. Please have a good night. I've been here for an hour. I will see you soon. Bye-bye now.